Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Throwing is Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there. Bortles to lead. 48 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
372. Lucy. 73. Go left. Move.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Get up!
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 44 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Bortles now on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bortles to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Lucy. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hank.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
372. Lucy.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Lucy. 11B. Set. Green 80. Move. Set.
On first down, Bortles. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throw left. 72. Let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throw left. Move.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Niles Paul. Niles Paul, the intended target. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Hank. Lucy. Move. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
372. Move.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ortiz. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's going to, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead. Defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. 3rd quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throw left, throw left. Move.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Lee. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Jaguars on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ryan will throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu from 17 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
11B, 11B. Check. 3 down. 372.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Bortles now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3 down.
Again, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Bortles to throw once more. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
11B. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them a gain of 37. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Sunday. 372.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
372.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey, let's go. Hey, got it.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that?
More concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
11B. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Bortles to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Poole, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ryan wants to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving.